Yo, Dr. Driscoll here just to talk about this kid working at Burger King kind of thing. Seen it in Phil, so that's why I decided to talk about it. It's a little bit of both. I'm right there with Phil in a way, all right? It's definitely more on the depressing side than it is actually beneficial. There's other ways you can teach money management. There's other ways you can teach financial responsibility. And plus, if you really want this kid to be financially responsible, you need to have him take 80% of his check and put it in retirement now so he can retire early and not have to worry about what's going to happen to his Social Security. Like that's a lot of that, right? And that's even what experts are saying you have to do if you really want to be ahead of the curve. But this is more depressing just because, I mean, he's 14 working in a hostile environment. The food industry has always been hostile because everyone thinks they're lower than them, so they treat them bad. I've always thought of them as assassins because they could literally slip anything in your food and end you without anyone noticing. There's labor laws I looked up that, I mean, they can vary state to state like they said, but if you just use the labor laws that I looked up from the labor law government, did you know in the 90 days that you're hired on, your employer can just pay you $4.25. That's $4.25 to work. And as a kid, I can understand why you wouldn't need a full paycheck. I think you can work a 40-hour week if you're not in school. Can I even do the mathematics on that real quick? Give me a second here. You're making $170. That's for a 14-year-old. That's pretty good. Okay, especially with no responsibilities or anything. That's fine. Now he's saving up for a car. What is 3 months? 3 months is roughly about, let's just go with 4 weeks in a month. Times 3, $480. He's going to need to save up quite a while. He's going to need to save up and are you teaching them, you saying money management, are you teaching them to be humble? Or are you saying like, yo, you work hard enough, you can get a new car off the lot? Like, no, stocks and bonds is going to help him more than that. And tell him to invest his money in crypto, Dogecoin, something. I don't fucking know. That's the only way to game the system. That's the only way to move ahead. This hard work, very, very few people have actually made it from hard work to actually making millions. And it's typically because they have a side hustle. Not because they just, I worked super hard and now I'm a millionaire. No, I say very seldomly. I don't even know if that's happened at all. Everyone needs something else to work on, something that is part of their project to move forward. Yes, I understand you say he's working for a car. Is he actually in charge of his money though? You say he's working for a car. Is he in charge of his money? You say he made his own decisions, but does he have a bank account? Are you holding his money for him? Because if he's actually holding his money, kids can be responsible when necessary. Don't know if your little dude is or isn't, because if it's you holding his money, if he asks for something, can he get it? If you're saying, well, hey guy, you wanted a car, then that's horrible. That's guilt tripping him, and therefore he's not working for himself, he's working for you. So financial responsibility is truly understood. And not only that, he'll have 42 years of working once you're 18, that's 42 years, nigga, of working. You only get 18 years to enjoy your life, technically 17, because once you hit 18, then you're supposed to be a man or a woman and you're supposed to go get it on your own. But 42 years, because most people retire at 60. Can he figure out that then? And if you're like, well, Driscoll, well, technically he'll have a little extra time after maybe. The life expectancy has dropped quite a bit. 60. After you're 60, if you can make it past 50, who knows? Who knows what you get? That's why it's more depressing than it is actually beneficial. Someone was like, nah, fuck that. He's a hustler. That's hustler mentality. No, it's not. Hustle mentality is going and do your own thing, like those kids who start a lemonade stand and come up with a business. A kid started writing books on his phone. And he's a millionaire. He's a hustler. This kid is working for Burger King. That's not hustler mentality. That is, you do not hustle at someone else's company. That is not how this works. You work there out of necessity. The only thing that I can personally get out of this, and this is with a whole can of salt. His dad being proud of him that he's working at Burger King, like a little burger flipper. Like, hey, whose parent pulls up on him and like takes a picture of him and go, hey, I'm proud of my little assembly line worker. Like, no one does that. Only reason I say I take this with a whole can of salt is because he's 14. Not many jobs hire a 14-year-old. It's not like he's working at a law firm. Side note, when Subway was asking for your 14 and 15-year-olds, no one wanted to let their kid go eat fresh. All right, I'll stop. It's more depressing because this kid is stuffing meat inside buns the wrong way when he could be stuffing meat inside buns the right way. You know what I mean? Like, this is pretty sad.